try this.
Good day everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please try this, a channel that is motivated to share knowledge, a channel that loves you. I love you guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in on this video. My name is Pindeni and I'm pleased to join you today as we continue our video series on game development. Yes, on the first video we talked about a model that always delivers, and we are going to use this model to make a game right here on Please Try This. So on this video we are going to look at the design, which is the step number 7 of our model, the design. Woo! This is a complicated step of our model and we need to do this thoroughly. And you are going to see that I'm going to be iterating back to this step most of the time. The first 6 steps, yes, we are formulating our idea. Now we need to know, what are we going to develop? What are we going to be developing? Before I venture into the design concepts, please, I humbly ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are new, please subscribe. Also like and share my videos so that I share my knowledge with as many people across the whole world, and also so that you can help my channel get recommended by the YouTube algorithm to many other YouTube viewers across the world. So let's begin on step number 7 on our video number 3. Yes, indie game design concepts. In the gaming industry, I'm sure if you know, there are people we call game designers and there are people we call game developers. Remember, this project is a solo game development project, which means I am the designer, I am the developer also. But in a game development team, of course, these are assigned to different people. So let's design our game. Let's see the concepts we need to design. The concepts which we are going to look at are the game loop and the game features. We're also going to look at the character design. We need to design our characters for our game. We're also going to look at the level design. How many levels are we going to have? We also need to look at the environment. How are they going to look like, these levels? We also need to do the sound design. We need to have the melodies for our game. So let's go on the game loop and the game features. What is this? Well, this is what I would like to call in summary the fun of the game. It's the repetitive fun of the game. Simply, whatever the user is going to be doing repeatedly, that's the fun of the game. And also, the features are the key game characteristics that define our game. And also, the game loop and the features of our game now are here to decide for this project. We are going to be shooting, maneuvering, winning, collecting rewards, all those typical bullet hell genre type of features. Those are the ones our game is going to have. So those are our game loop and our game features. And now on character design, yes, I had to think for a while, who should the player use to destroy the viruses? Remember, we are having a bullet game genre here. That's what we are developing from video number 2, where we decided that we are going to go with bullet hell. So I was thinking now, who is going to be destroying the viruses? I had to come up with 4 heroes. The 4 heroes, in their shape, I imagined it as spherical. They are going to be little spheres. So they are going to be the characters destroying the viruses. And I came up with 4 of them. And I've already assigned their names. We have Pin, we have Mark, we have Eliza, and Becky. And if you take note, I had to come up with 2 male characters and 2 female characters. This is because I have plans to make my game multiplayer, and the maximum number of multiplayer characters we are going to have is 2. So I imagined that if 2 people who are males, probably they may not like to use a female character. So I had to come up with 2 male characters, 2 female characters. Players do that. Sometimes, you know, if they are female, they are unwilling to use a male character, and if they are male, they are unwilling to use a female character. So I had to have 2 male characters, 2 female characters. And also now I had to think, what are they? And they are military dust particles. So we'll call them military dust particles. And remember their shape, they are spherical. I'm going to go and sketch them. Maybe I'll do that in the next video so that we see how they look and bring them to life. You know, you feel like a god making something out of nothing. How about the enemies? Okay, on the enemy side, we have the sea monster. So My story now, you can see now, character design makes me define my story. The story is as follows. We have a sea monster that has arisen, and the sea monster has unleashed viruses in different places, and the player's task is to destroy these viruses before another pandemic is unleashed on the world. That is the player's task. So I had to think, how should this sea monster look like? And I had a jellyfish in mind. Maybe it's a jellyfish, a humanoid character with snakes, I don't know. I'm still thinking, how should this sea monster? We'll see when we are now sketching these characters. And we are also going to be having the viruses, and they are going to be spherical in shape with spikes, the typical virus structure. And we're also going to have other creepy creatures. Maybe we're going to have caterpillars. Maybe we're going to have other unusual creatures. Maybe they are the bosses. So that's how I'm defining my character design, and that's how I'm also going to define my story. And now let's go on the level design. The level design, my plan probably is to have 8 levels, and each level is going to be defined with a place where the sea monster has hid the viruses. So the player has to go and destroy these viruses before the sea monster unleashes a pandemic on the world. So the player has to destroy all the viruses so that another pandemic does not hit the earth. And I decided to have 8 levels, and also the test build, which I talked about. I wish my test build has 2 levels. 2 levels. We bring them out, the players play this game, please. And when they play the 2 levels, they come back to us with feedback. So I'm sure this is going to be fun. Now we go on the environmental design, which is the 4th design concept. Now it's more about how should the environment look like. Probably each level, how is it going to be looking like? Maybe it's lighting, its color, and all those other features. And we'll look at this more when I'm now doing the modeling. Remember, it's a solo game development project, so some things we will cross the river when we get there. So we are going to see how they will look in future. Then we now go on the sound design. Yes, a key feature which is very important for our game. Each level is going to have a different melody, typical bullet hell thing, and you'll be shooting. There are some melodies that are lovely, and I hope I come up with them. I am also the sound designer, so I'm going to be making these sounds. I'm going to show you how I go about it. We are going to be using LMMS, so I have tutorials on that. I'm sure I should have them on this channel so that you don't get stuck. Then each melody is going to change each time a boss comes. It's a typical thing, like you are playing your game, it goes da 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 da, zing 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 zing, and the sea monster rises to destroy you, and something like that. So we are going to have melody changes each time we depict the arrival of a boss. And also we're going to have sound effects, different sound effects. Remember, bullet hells, we may have different guns, we may have explosions, we may have all other things that may be happening there, and we need to have sound effects. So I'm going to show you how I embed sound effects. Remember, we are using Armory game engine. From our video number 2, we said we are going with Armory, so we need to see how we go about to add sound effects and to add our melodies, so that we have a full, complete game that is fun and enjoyable. I hope you are going to enjoy it. Thank you for watching, guys. I thank you very much for tuning in on this video. Please remember to subscribe if you are new. Please remember to like and share my videos. As you know, I wish to share this knowledge with as many people out there. There's someone who just needs to do something fun with their PC. So please help me reach them. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next video. Probably I'm now going on the sketching part of it, where I need to draw how my characters are going to look like. So make sure you tune in to the next video. Catch you there. Thank you.